This movie looks awful. It looks
We're going right into it, folks. Right back to it.
terribly cheesy.
Meyerberg is back. Hello, welcome to another edition of Popcorn Bucket List. Joining us is special guest Ryan Meyerberg. At this point, it's been so long, you practically are a special guest.
It's crazy.
It's been a minute.
Feels like it's been a long time.
It's been a month, I think, actually.
Yeah, for sure 4 weeks, maybe 5.
Right before, a week and a half before the Oscars, I think it was.
Yep.
Because Mitch had to step in for our Oscars preview show or whatever. So, yeah, it's been a
And
little...
he had no idea what he was talking about.
He did not, but that's
he tried.
what happened.
He tried.
A for effort,
A for effort.
I guess, is what we're trying to say
Or
here.
O for Oscar.
Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, sure. So this is the humor I've been missing out on the last month. Okay, all right, cool. We're right back in it.
I've had some great jokes. I've watched some of the episodes, and I was like, ooh, I would have said this there, and Nick would have been so mad. And I'm happy I can bring that back. Bring it back here.
I mean, you could have commented them on the video.
Well, I was watching them in my secret YouTube one.
Okay.
It's one where I say a lot of naughty things.
Okay. You can't draw more attention.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Yep. All right. But yeah. So with the return here, we are going to do something a little different here. Not so much an opening spotlight. But something I've been kind of wanting to do a little bit more here. I feel like I've been wanting to do in recent memory here, just kind of, I don't know, some more game stuff.
Okay.
Some trivia things, whatever here.
I'm a smart guy.
Yeah. I think you are with movie stuff for sure. But well, that's not exactly what we're going to do here today. This is purely look, we didn't really have any other topic to go over. And I've wanted to we're just going to try something out.
All right.
And since you're back, I thought this would just be kind of a fun thing.
Let's give it a shot.
So the thing I want to try here for the first time, I've seen this on social media stuff, whatever, you've probably seen clips of it, is we're going to do a blind ranking.
Oh, okay.
So in case people out back watching this don't know what these are, basically I'm going to give you, you have like an options of like S tier or God tier and like the regular grades, A, B, C, D, F, whatever. And I have 6 movies as well.
6 movies.
So it's going to go 1 movie to 1 ranking. But I am not going to reveal to you all of the movies. I'm going to go one at a time, and you have to put them where you think
they are.
And, if there's a movie that is better in that spot, well, it's already taken. Right?
Yeah.
I'll admit, I hate doing these online because I'm always like, well, if I'd known that, so I thought I would try it on you.
Let's do it.
So
there's 6 spots?
So there are 6 total spots here.
1, 2,
and
4, 5, 6.
Since you were gone on, welcoming a new little person in the world here, congratulations, by the way, and everything like that.
Thank you.
I thought the little topic here could be sort of bedtime stories turned movies.
All right. Interesting.
So I basically just Googled bedtime stories turned movies and found the first 6 that I kind of liked here. None of these are like wild, like you would know. I feel pretty confident you've seen all these or at least are familiar with all of them.
Okay.
At the very least here. So again, we have 6 total here. Rankings S, A, B, C, D, F.
Can I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
Yeah, sure. You can do that too. Whatever.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll try to remember.
Yeah. If that helps you, because you can't see it visually. Visually, I'm going to have it.
Gotcha.
And I have it on my screen here, so whatever. So, all right, you ready for the first one here?
Let's do it.
The 2000 version live action Charlotte's Web movie. This had a young Dakota Fanning in it.
Yeah. Wow. I haven't thought of that movie since probably about 2000.
Neither have I.
Well, I like Dakota Fanning. And I'm pretty sure the old guy in that is he's in like the Green Mile. He's the warden.
I think you're thinking of Babe 2.
Oh, I am thinking of Babe.
Which is another pig movie. Yes. I could see where you came up with that because I almost thought of that as well.
Yeah.
But I could already tell where you're going for it.
Yeah,
no, this is just the classic, like, the pig befriends a spider, draws a message in the web. This gets the pig popular because, like, the pig doesn't want to get slaughtered or whatever. That's Charlotte's Web.
I'm gonna go. Is that D? One from the bottom.
So let's say 6 is the bottom, 1 is the top.
Okay, so 5.
5. Okay, you're gonna put Charlotte's Web.
Yeah.
In the 5th position, aka letter grade D.
Correct.
All right.
Correct.
Here's another one that was sort of a kid's little short bedtime story, but turned into a big movie here. Ooh. Also year 2000. I didn't realize this. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, also the live action one.
Ooh. So this is the live action.
This is the live action with Jim Carrey, Ron Howard directed, all that sort of stuff here.
Oh, that's tough because I really enjoyed it. I kind of have a hot take about Jim Carrey.
Just in general or in that movie?
Just in general.
Okay. Is that going to influence your decision at all, or is that going to...
I don't know.
Is he just stalling to think
no,
here? Or?
I don't know. I think he might slightly be overrated a little bit.
Okay.
I like him.
That's interesting.
I just think he's a little bit over the...
I could say the same about you, though.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Totally fine. That's tough because I want to put it really high, but I don't know what else is going to be there. So you know what? I'm gonna go with number 2.
So, A grade essentially.
Yes.
So yeah. Okay. Yeah,
we'll go number 2.
All right. All right. Another essentially.
Babe.
What?
Babe.
That would have been funny. If I had thought that through, I would have.
I loved that movie.
That is, if I thought that through, that would have been really funny. Oh well, maybe next time. No, we're gonna go with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the 2005 Tim Burton version.
Oh,
this is the one with Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a great one because the tunnel scene in that one, super cool. Super cool. And I like Johnny Depp as...
It's been a minute. Is that one's tunnel scene that much different from the Willy Wonka one?
It's just a little cooler. It's a little more dark, I would say.
I guess I haven't seen Charlie Chocolate Factory in a long time, I feel like.
They're on every once in a while, and I'll indulge for like 10, 15 minutes.
Much like a piece of candy.
Yeah. So that was... I've got 2 taken. I'd probably have to go...
So you still have... 1 or S tier, you still have 3, 4, which would be B, C, and you still have 6, which is F open.
Yeah. Let's go 4.
Going 4?
Going
all right.
4.
C. All right.
Yep.
Charlie gets the C grade.
Charlie.
Yeah. And I feel like since we did one version, we might as well do the other version here. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, since it's also based on the same story, but is also its own movie here.
The original one.
Yes, the original 1971 Gene Hackman.
Let's go 1 above. Let's go 3.
You're going 1 above. Only 1 above. So you're saving that S tier, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right.
There hasn't been anything that's popped me yet.
So you have 2 movies left. You have 2 options.
And one's above.
God tier and failure.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if you played your cards right here. I like this. This is like gambling a little bit. This just feels like I'm the dealer at the blackjack table. All right, 2004's. If I tell you the year, can you think you can guess the movie?
2004 kids movie.
I'll give you another hint. It's animated.
It's not Cars.
Sort of.
It's not Cars.
No, that's not based off.
Animated, sort of. It had to be based off a bedtime story. Animated, sort of. Is it like an Alice in Wonderland?
Nope.
Give me another clue. Give me an actor or actress.
Tom Hanks.
It's not. It can't be a Toy Story because it's not.
Nope.
Any of the Toy Stories.
Nope.
Tom Hanks, and it's animated.
Sort of.
Sort of.
I might be confusing you more with that clue. I don't know.
Oh,
I feel like it'll make more. I feel like it'll make. I know it. You think you know it, Carter? You want to phone a friend?
Carter, I'm going to phone you.
This has nothing to do with the ranking.
This is a complete guess, honestly.
All right.
But it could be Polar Express.
That's it. That's why I said sort of, because
Sort of.
it's like that mocap, and it was like that hybrid thing they were doing there or whatever. So I thought, I figured if I threw in sort of, I'd be like, oh, he's going to get this right away. It's going to throw him way off here.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, Polar Express 2004.
6.
All right. As in F.
F.
Okay.
Bottom.
Okay.
Oh, my
Okay. So you heard it here first, folks. Meyerberg hates the holidays.
Stand by that.
He hates Christmas. You were just going to put it there regardless.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, the only thing is maybe Charlotte's Web. But,
all right. So the last movie here, now going into the S tier.
Hold on. It's too uncanny. I didn't like that when
that's fair.
I didn't like that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
No, I think that was a huge knock on it there. But so the last movie is Coraline, 2009. Another Tim Burton one here.
Well, I guess it's number one.
Now it's going to your sixth.
I guess that's number one.
Yeah. So just to recap, coming in the F spot was Polar Express. D was Charlotte's Web. C, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. B, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. A was How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And S tier was Coraline.
Yeah.
Do you stand by it?
I would probably move the Grinch up one and Caroline down one, maybe two. Otherwise,
I was gonna say I think Grinch and Willy Wonka kind of take those two top spots for me as well.
For you, yeah.
So.
Don't get me wrong, I like Willy Wonka, but Coraline was really good.
Yeah,
but I also think I'm a little bit more darker, a little more mysterious.
That's true. That's true.
You know, I like that.
Yeah, it would make sense you would put a Tim Burton movie up there. So yeah, I'd say it didn't throw you too many curveballs there. It seems like you kind of put them where you wanted to and everything.
Yeah, it was good. So. That was fun.
Yeah, we'll maybe have you do that. Like I said, I hate doing them; they infuriate me. But yeah, we'll maybe have you do one or two of those every once in a while.
I could do
that
as
well.
You should do one of horror movies.
There we go.
Ooh,
there we go.
I could
just some random ones too. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of horror movies, last night I was on Disney Plus. I found out that they have a ton of anime on there. They have the show Attack on Titan, which is a pretty big anime from like the early 2000s, maybe, or 2010s, maybe, somewhere in there.
I feel like Attack on Titan's one of those, like, if you had to force someone to name a manga, like, that's one of the only ones that, like, come up or whatever.
Yeah. And the funny part was I was looking through, like, your recently watched or whatever, and it was Bluey. Then it had Attack on Titan, and then the last one was Unnecessary Violence, or you know what I'm talking about? It was like a crazy hard bloody R movie, and I was like, oh yeah, I watched this on Disney Plus, and I was like, it was just one of those weird, like, you have Bluey, you have some anime show, and then Unnecessary Violence, and I'm like,
you need to take some pictures of that and let I think we can do a whole social thing off of that. Like,
that was wild.
Here's what a movie fan, a parent who's of 4 kids and a movie fan's recently watched looks like.
It was
because that makes a lot of sense if I'm going to be honest there. So
yeah.
But yeah, that was a little something different. That was a little fun game there. Let us know in the comments if there's any other game or sort of trivia or fun thing you'd like us to do. Like I said, we might just start kind of shaking it up here a little bit in the beginning of these episodes. So just a little something new.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Nerd Bracket. Nerd Bracket, baby! It's so crazy. That is so crazy. How about we have an arm wrestling tournament over which one of those wins? Sweep the leg! That's a good match. That's a good match.
No! I'm ready to fight!
This is my favorite sports movie of all time.
I'm really surprised with this Final Four right now.
Welcome to Nerd Bracket.
Yeah, because it is a busy week here, there's going to be a little bit of a shorter episode, so let's move right into the weekly preview here. Talk about all the movies coming out this weekend here. I also think our discussion's going to be a little bit longer on some of these here.
Yeah.
I got some good, some bad, some bit of both, I think. But let's kick things off with Friday, April 10th, You, Me, and Tuscany. This one's coming straight to theaters here, rated PG-13. A romantic comedy where one woman takes a spur-of-the-moment trip to Italy to live at a vineyard with a guy she just met. But due to a mix-up, the guy's family believes she is this person's fiancé, so she decides to go on along with a lie because marriage fraud is a lesser charge than breaking and entering. I think that's the only logical thing
take away from
at this point. Yeah, because
this movie looks awful. It looks.
We're going right into it, folks. Right back to it.
Terribly cheesy.
Meyerberg is back.
Yeah, I got sick after watching it, and the cleaning people come in, and then the cops are like, "Oh yeah, congratulations, you're getting married." Yeah, awful. All of it. And it's got the girl. I think the girl, I don't remember the main actress's name. She said, yes, I'll play Ariel. And they said, awesome. But you have to do this movie now, too. And that's why she's doing this movie.
You think it was?
I think it was one of those. Like,
we'll give you this huge opportunity, but you
got to do this for us.
I mean, she probably got a pretty good check for Ariel, so it might be worth it. I don't know here, but here's the thing. On the one hand, we here support original works. This,
yes, we
do. As far as I know, was not based off of a book, which kind of surprised me. Wasn't based off any other IP or anything like that. So I know we shouldn't be picky because this is an original piece.
Yep.
But is it too much to ask that the original stuff we're getting is better?
Yeah. And to be honest,
too hard?
my thing too is if they would have made this a B-rate horror movie and the acting was worse, the special effects were worse, it didn't look beautiful, and it was even cheesy, I would take that over something like this. I love original horror you can do for so cheap, and it's awesome. But when you try to do the lovey romance stuff, it's all the same.
I don't even know if it's the same. This premise is just really wild, I feel like.
It is.
I feel like the trailer maybe left some stuff out here. Like there's a lot of whole misunderstandings, mix-ups, stuff like that. Those movies are out there. They can be funny.
And
sometimes.
how do you go on, like, if some girl just told my family, oh, hey, I'm marrying Ryan in a while, they would text me, hey, just met your new wife, pretty cool.
I have to assume that's something the movie is going to say, like, somehow this guy's off the grid or whatever.
Yeah.
Because the guy, for those who, like, seen the poster or the trailer, like, the main guy here, who's, Reggae Jean Page, who's like big on Bridgerton. He was also in that Dungeons and Dragons movie and everything. Like, he's not even the guy we're referring to here. He's like a cousin or something like that, who's like helping her out and everything, and they're gonna fall in love or whatever. Spoiler alert. But like the guy who she's supposedly marrying, who she's like, I don't remember how they met, but like he invites her to this villa.
Well, no, he doesn't invite her. He just tells her, like, hey, I live in this villa back on this island, but nobody's there because I'm over here for
I thought he invited her.
No, he just tells her about it, and she just decides to go there.
I feel like he implies like meet her there.
She's a little loosey goosey up here, I think. And I think so is he.
I think a lot of people need therapy after this. Need to talk to some people.
There's a lot of movies that we've seen lately that's
true.
You all should be in therapy.
That's true too.
You should not be living your life. Like this.
Yeah, that's fair. Anything else we want to say about this one?
Nope. Like going straight to streaming?
No, this one's in theaters.
Probably should have went straight to streaming.
Gotta get those Bridgerton fans.
That's
in
true.
The theater
it's got
seats,
the
man.
Bridgerton.
You're gonna get those Bridgerton fans, man. They're gonna come. They're gonna come for it.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the other movie here. This one I think is going to be a little bit more of an interesting conversation. Faces of Death. This one's coming straight to theaters. Is rated R. One woman works for a website as a content moderator, which is someone who goes through all the videos and says if they're okay or get flagged for violating policies, that sort of stuff. Eventually, she comes across a series of videos that look too real to be fake. But, that's just kind of the internet these days.
Yeah.
Like, is it real? Is it not?
Especially nowadays with all AI stuff, even just 3 years ago.
Even before AI, like practical special effects, especially in horror, if it is done right, looks real.
Looks
where you
so
can't
good.
Now. And you're not doing anything digitally to it.
Yeah.
So,
and nowadays you just downgrade a video like 5 or 6 times, and you can't tell if that's like I've seen videos online where I've watched them once, and then I see them a couple days later, and it's a little bit crappier quality, and then I'm explaining it to somebody like a month later, and we go back and find it, and it's like, this isn't the same one. It's a copy of it, and it's downgraded even more. But I'm so pumped for this movie. I might have to make a special trip just to go watch this, because I've seen the Faces of Death movie they reference in this, and it's it's going to be... I want to see how they cover that.
So there was an original
Yeah.
that came out here. This is, I don't want to call it a remake because it is kind of doing its own thing. Or
Yeah.
you've seen it or whatever. So.
It's weird because like it's completely different from like the actual is just a set of films, and it's like, oh, I probably shouldn't be watching this, and then they bring it up in here. So I'm really interested because, this one interests me.
Honestly, I have so many thoughts on this one. None of them really bad. Just I didn't even really write notes as far as talking points. I just kind of want to go with this one here because I want to talk a little bit about like what this woman's job is, as this content moderator.
Yes.
And how tough that job is in this day and age.
Yeah.
Like, I feel so bad for these people nowadays.
Because there's some pretty wild, sick stuff you see. And that
the tough part is like discerning whether it's fake or not. Mm-hmm. Because just to give a little bit behind the scenes here, like on this channel, on our channel, you did a thing a couple of years ago where you were kind of doing like a freaky, like we got a video of you torturing Bailey in a back room.
Yeah.
And I could tell you it's fake. Yeah. But your goal was to make it look as real and as scary as possible. Yeah. And if someone else outside of that just happened to come across this not on our channel or whatever like that, would be like, wait, is this real or not? Like, what's going on here?
What's happening here?
And again, that was with zero AI, zero digital effects and everything
and
like that.
To be honest, it was just like, hey, let's shoot this tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah. Like that was kind of the time period where you were like, I really want to do this fun little side project here and everything like that. But and again, you just shot that in a day, but like there are people out there who are maybe doing stuff like this for real, and it's like, how do you discern that? How do you sort through that? And the fact of the matter, there's a lot of people out there for a lot of websites who have to go through this day after day,
and that's the thing too. Like early websites, kind of when the first Faces of Death came out, there wasn't really anybody doing that, and there were a few websites doing that, but stuff was a lot different than it is now. And yes, it was still wild. Like I remember there's a video called this is my Hi Walter, this is my new girlfriend or something. And people thought that was real and an actual missing person. So like they called it in, and like these YouTubers got investigated in like, I don't know, like 2006, 2007, because when did YouTube come out? 2006?
I think it was like 2005, 2004 or 5, something like that.
It was like right at the beginning of it, and people thought this was real.
We didn't know the rules yet because the rules hadn't been written.
Yeah.
We didn't know what to do with it and everything.
So I'm super pumped for this, and I agree with you. I think the idea of there are people that monitor and they watch every video that gets uploaded on YouTube, and they watch Facebook and Instagram and all of that, going through, well, is this real or not? Is it okay or not? Yeah.
And I feel like some people would argue it's like, well, if you're doing fake, like have some sort of disclaimer or something on the bottom. It's like you could do that. But the argument could be made that kind of disrupts the illusion.
Yeah.
Everything like that. Like I go watch a Marvel movie and I'm like, well, I know it's fake, but it's supposed to look real. Like that's like the same as if you watch a superhero movie and they didn't remove the little lines that are showing people like floating around or whatever.
Yeah, because
you could do that to ensure that the people know it's fake, but it completely ruins the point of it.
Yeah, it's like Red Bull. Red Bull had to stop saying Red Bull gives you wings for a little bit because people were.
And then when it came back, they were like, they had to like do some silly like
does
wings,
not,
and they had to have a disclaimer and all that sort of stuff. So. Yeah, no, this one's really fascinating. Obviously not for everyone because it is showing some of the violent stuff here, and I guess we got to assume even the stuff they're shooting is fake or whatever. I think we could hope for that at the very least. So. But I feel like that'd be kind of ironic, right? If they accidentally snuck in like something that was real and they didn't even realize it.
Yeah,
that'd be terrible. But yeah, that's an interesting one for sure. Let's move on here to some streaming movies. Excuse me. Here, we got Outcome coming to Apple TV Plus. This one's also rated R. This is Jonah Hill pulling off the what we like to call the Hollywood hat trick. He co-wrote, but also directed and stars a little bit in this movie that is reportedly loosely based off of his own experiences. He's dipped in some controversy. He's been sort of in and out of a spotlight and negative talk and all that sort of stuff here. So I think some of this is coming from from the heart. Yeah. And takes a little bit more of a satirical look at public perception, as well as trying to make a comeback, especially in this day and age. I've heard a little bit of the stuff that Jonah Hill has been a part of. I feel like looking at this trailer, I don't think everything in here was what he went through. Because I feel like there was some drug stuff mentioned or whatever.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, I don't think he had anything to do with that. But
and I can't say for certain. I'm not, like, I like Jonah Hill. I'm a fan of him, but I don't know a lot of his personal stuff like that. The only thing that irks me, if he is doing this about his life, he should have had like Paul Walter Hauser play him, not Keanu Reeves. Because Keanu Reeves is the man.
It is interesting. Yeah, like you have a chance to have someone cast to play you. Yeah, let's pick the coolest person in Hollywood right now.
And don't get me wrong, Paul Walter Hauser is the man.
Yeah.
But he looks more like Jonah Hill than Keanu Reeves.
That's like if we made a biopic about me and we cast Tom Cruise. Like that would be great for my ego, but we'd be like, we'd look at that like 2 + 2 doesn't equal 4 in this case. Here, I feel like
Zach Galifianakis. That's who we could get.
Yeah, that would actually.
That would be more of a. And his show Between Two Ferns, top tier.
Yeah, it's good.
Top tier.
It's got some good moments. So like I said, just kind of looks at a satirical look. I think I really like what this movie is doing, kind of showing how quickly a star can fall and what it takes to get that trust back. Mm-hmm. And what I hope is that they don't make it seem like it's sort of it victimizes it. Like, look how tough it is to come back. Like, that's kind of how I kind of like the system that way. Like, if you do make a big enough mistake, there should be consequences, and you shouldn't just
be back to it.
You have to work for it to get that trust back. And that is with a lot of things here. I feel like sometimes we don't see that, but I do think it is a little bit more of a behind the scenes look that of like, okay, here's the meetings people go through to try and like convince a full PR team. And like, even if this person did do something wrong and the people around him are like, yeah, that was bad, but we're still going to stick with you, I guess, because we kind of have to or whatever. I don't know. I do think this is going to give a little bit more of a different perspective here that most people don't see. So also does have quite a cast itself. We mentioned Keanu Reeves. Cameron Diaz. We don't see enough of her anymore.
Yeah.
Good to see her back. Roy Wood Jr., Drew Barrymore, and Martin Scorsese making a cameo in this as well. So
is it? Oh, I haven't seen
it. It was like a very quick moment in it. Yeah, so it's probably just one scene.
What's his name? Jonah Hill looks awesome in this though. He looks cool.
Yeah.
Like, I want that guy as my uncle.
Make sure not to bring that up at your family reunion.
No.
You might hurt some feelings there.
Yes.
But let's finish things off with a classic shark movie here. This is a pretty interesting weekend overall, folks. Coming to Netflix, we got Thrash. This one is rated R. A Category 5 hurricane destroys a coastal town's levee and floods the area. If that wasn't bad enough, a school of sharks end up finding their way into town and start hunting anything that moves.
Yeah.
That's right. This is
wild.
This is a way better premise than Sharknado as far as I'm concerned. In my opinion. First of all, I think it's better effects from the look of it. Second of all, I think it just the premise I think is more accurate, where it's like, okay, let's kind of flood the town and just have the sharks kind of be around, swimming around, and not being flung at you from a tornado.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
I just think it's more realistic.
Yeah, I guess.
Comparison to Sharknado,
0.0001 to 0.01. Okay. That's the difference. Okay. But it is an increase. I'll give you that.
All right, what are your thoughts on it then?
I think it's there. Actually, there is a couple of cool shots in the trailer where they're underwater and the backlight is showing with the shark, and it looks like that looks really cool. I was like, this reminds me of that heist movie that they did during the hurricane. Do you remember what that was called? You're like, switch those words around.
We were in the office and you were describing, you're like, yeah, it was this movie and they were doing it was like during a hurricane and they were heisting. I'm like, what was that called? I was like, switch it. You're like, hurricane heist. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's called. This reminds me of that same tier level of movie. But you have the classic girl. She's pregnant. She's going to have to give birth on top of the bunk bed while the shark's underneath the bunk bed swimming around. And yeah, so it's going to be good. But I think I would have rather watched this one at the movie theater than let's go to Tuscany or whatever it's called.
Could be an interesting just double feature if this came to a theater.
Good.
You know, watch the shark movie and then you go hang out in an Italian villa.
Me, and a hurricane shark.
Yeah, right. Yeah, hurricane shark. Category 5 hurricane.
Category 5 hurricane shark.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of pumped for this one. I feel like overall, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think it'll be cool.
I will say I was 100% on board until they started playing the Baby Shark song in the background. Then I was like, okay, now you're forcing it.
I might have saw a different
the trailer I had like, it wasn't even like fully off-brand Baby Shark. It was just like slowed down Baby Shark.
Oh,
I feel like
it's even worse.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like, okay, you didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
We're down with it. We get it. It's sharks. So
interesting.
That was my only knock against it, I feel like. But
no, it looks fun though. Looks fun.
Yeah. Let's move on to some number one recommends. Since it's been a minute here, I'm hoping you have one or two things maybe to recommend this week.
Yeah, you can go first. I gotta think about all the things.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of stuff.
You gotta pick
Let me rephrase that. I saw a handful of things, not nearly as much as I wanted, between sickness, having no school, it was wild, and I didn't get to watch it nearly as much as I wanted to. But
all right, I'll talk about mine real quick. You pick the number one because it's number one recommends, not number 2 recommends, number 3, number 1. So you think about that for a minute. I'll just briefly mention here, Daredevil Born Again Season 2. Took me a little while to finally get to watching it, but I believe 4 episodes are out now. I've seen the first 3. I was not as big of a fan of Daredevil Born Again Season 1. I felt like the pacing was off. I feel like they were having to like rewrite and reworkshop a lot of it, so it just really hurt that first bit there. But this season so far is working way more for me. The action is better. I think we've got some really cool characters here. There's just really good scenes. I'm just more invested and more interested the whole time here. So overall, Daredevil Born Again Season 2. And just seeing what we possibly have to look forward to here in the near future, I'm even more psyched. Jessica Jones, fan of hers. So glad to see her coming back here in a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to recommend Daredevil Born Again Season 2. Have you locked in your answer, Mr. Meyerberg?
Yeah, I'll just go with this one.
All right.
I'm going with Attack on Titan. I've actually this will be like the second anime, I guess, that I've ever really dove into and watched. And I'm just, the first season, there's like 25 episodes. I'm like halfway through. So I like it so far. I definitely get the early Demon Slayer vibes from it just because it's kind of a darker. And the only reason I got turned on to this was I saw a short on YouTube, and it just had some very creepy, eerie pictures, or Titans, and it reminded me of, you might remember this, maybe you too, Carter. There was a book that was for kids in like middle school time, and it had like scary, weird pictures. It wasn't Tales to Tell in the Dark. It wasn't Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. It was a different book, and it was a super common book, but it reminded me of those pictures. And it just was like, what is this show? And then I started watching it. I've really enjoyed it. It's about some Titans came to Earth, and they are giants, and they, civilization is in this big pod.
Do they attack anyone?
The Titans are attacking the people.
Okay.
And we got to attack the Titans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't, because when it sounds like Attack on Titan, it makes it sounds
like we're attacking the Titans.
Yeah, like we're attacking a planet called Titan, or a moon or a base called Titan.
Yeah.
But no, it's like Titans and are attacking us. So yeah. But so far it's pretty good. I actually next week I'll let you know all the cool things I watched, because I did watch some pretty sweet things. I'm just having a hard time thinking of them right now.
Yeah. No, I get that. I run into that every once in a while, too. So that's going to do it for us here on this episode of Popcorn Bucket List. A couple days ago, Michigan won the basketball version of the NCAA tournament. But make sure you check out the real March Madness tournament by checking out our latest edition of Nerd Bracket here. This go around, we debated both best sports movies of the past 50 years here, And yeah, it got a little maddening there, I think. And it took place in March. So
that's March Madness, bro.
Ours took place in March, came out in March, was fully involved in March. These guys won March Madness in April. I mean, come on, rebrand yourself, guys.
Crazy.
Watch the real March Madness on this channel here by checking out Nerd Bracket here. And I believe, Ryan, you said you had a chance to check it out, right?
Yeah, I watched it. I thought it was good. Riley,
without spoiling.
Good try, Riley.
Yeah, without spoiling the winner for the people out there, do you agree with the overall winner?
The overall winner, do I agree? Yes.
But there was a lot.
There was
leading
a lot
up to it
leading
that
up to it
problems with.
You got it was like I was yelling at my TV and my kids were looking at me and I was saying, "Stop looking at me. I'm invested into this. I'm going mad right now." In March, it was wild.
We're gonna find out your kids' like first memories are gonna be you yelling at Nerd Bracket,
yelling at Derek Long through the TV.
Yeah, memories.
Don't yell at Mr. Long.
Your kid's British?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually teach them all accents.
I haven't met her yet, so I guess I don't know.
Yeah. I've worked very hard on giving them lessons on accents.
Very good.
So
very good. Teach them while they're young. I like it. Yep. So yeah, like I said, that's on this channel. You can check that out right now. For myself, Ryan, and Carter, we'd like to thank you so much for watching, and we will see you at the movies.